Welcome back to Be Unique Hollywood. Today, we're taking a closer look at a recurring controversy often summed up by provocative headlines like Brooke Shields' early bikini photos spark outrage, too daring even by today's standards. More importantly, we're exploring why this subject continues to resurface and what it reveals about changing cultural values. Brooke Shields' early rise to fame has long been referenced in conversations about celebrity culture, ethical boundaries, and the responsibilities of the entertainment industry. As a child placed under an intense global spotlight, she became symbolic of a time when shock value and publicity often took precedence over careful consideration of a young performer's well-being. When imagery from that period is revisited today, it's frequently presented with sensational phrasing that fuels reaction rather than encouraging thoughtful reflection. Much of the discomfort audiences feel now comes from hindsight. Social awareness has shifted, and standards around consent, protection, and child welfare have evolved significantly. Practices that were once defended or overlooked are now questioned with greater urgency. This ongoing discussion isn't driven by a desire to provoke, but by a broader effort to understand how young talent was handled and mishandled by powerful industries. Shields herself has spoken openly over the years about the challenges of growing up in the public eye and the lack of agency she had during the earliest stages of her career. Looking back at these moments through a modern perspective invites difficult but necessary conversations about responsibility, power imbalance, and the role adults play in safeguarding minors. The idea that such material is now viewed as crossing lines reflects a deeper societal recognition that boundaries are essential and that past norms deserve re-evaluation, not romanticization. Another reason this topic endures is the way media framing shapes public perception. Eye-catching headlines often remove context, reducing complex issues to controversy-driven narratives. What's often lost is the fuller story, one of growth, resilience, and self-determination. As an adult, Brooke Shields went on to establish a respected career, pursue higher education, and advocate openly for personal autonomy, mental health awareness, and stronger protections for young people in entertainment. Her later accomplishments highlight a journey that extends far beyond her early fame. They demonstrate strength and self-awareness, qualities that are frequently overshadowed when attention remains fixed on a narrow and uncomfortable chapter of her past. Today, this conversation resonates because it aligns with a wider cultural movement toward protecting minors, questioning exploitative traditions, and holding institutions accountable. What once passed with little scrutiny is now challenged not to assign blame, but to foster learning and progress. Brooke Shields' experience has become part of a larger dialogue about how society can better support young performers, ensuring their talent is encouraged without compromising their dignity or safety. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding these images isn't really about the photos themselves. It's about what they represent, a moment in history that calls for reflection, reform, and responsibility. The lasting takeaway isn't outrage, but awareness, accountability, and a renewed commitment to putting protection and respect ahead of sensationalism.